Hi, it is the human operating system time. So in the past few days, I have many discussions with our friends who meditate worldwide, including the Silicon Valley. And there are a few things I heard from many people in general about meditations. And so I like to share with you today on what I think about what people in general think meditation is about, and also what is the meditations I know and understand and experience, okay? Or I study or I learn from different people or different teachers. So the first type of definitions or introductions of meditations sound this way, okay? Meditations is a simple practice which can help us reduce stress, improve performance. Meditations is scientific according to ABC University research or XYZ University research. Meditations is simple, everyone can do it. So when I heard this type of statement from our friend around the world, you know what it reminded me? This actually remind me, all this statement remind me on selling. Try to close a sale. You tell the customer why is this solution called meditations is good for them, and then it's valuable for them, and they can trust this product. So buy. That's what it remind me, okay? And there's another type of statement which is I heard from these friends worldwide, is that our mind gives us trouble. Meditations is a practice to deal with these troubles created by the mind. And then these troubles or these problems, for example, is stress, anxiety, worry, emotion. So what the people do will be quiet down the thought, empty the mind, or have to think philosophically or think in a certain way. Well, hearing this type of statement, it reminds me of myth. So what do you mean by myth? What do I mean by myth? Well, think. Is that true that anxiety, worry, and emotion, get emotional, stress, all is caused by mind, and thus you practice meditations, you quiet the mind, you empty the mind, you think philosophically, then you solve all the problem? Is that true? Well, if you look at human, okay, since ancient time we can model human into this simple model. So human have four core elements: the physical, like the physical body, the mind, the breathing, and the energy neural, which is in the ancient, in China, you call it qi or prana, in India. So there is four elements there, and they can interact with each other. Okay, like if you look at the traditional Chinese medicine, when people have this worry or fear or anxiety, they actually look into whether it is the Chinese, say the kidney energy flow, or the liver energy flow, or the spleen or the stomach energy flow issue. It's not just like you go, you think this way and then you want to empty your mind or your head, then you can solve the problem. It's not. Okay? Not to mention that at every layer or every element, within that, like for example the mind element, you get different component there. Okay? So is it that simple practice? And then is it that true that you just solve you handle the mind, you empty the mind, you quiet down the thoughts, and then you get mindfulness and you solve everything in the world? What reality show? It is not true. Okay? Because it have these 4 core elements. And it's true that by meditations, then you have this energy, and then you can solve all kinds of stuff? Well, in the ancient, we know there's a six area of concern. Okay, concern. Well, the first 3 is diet. The second is the rest or exercise. The third is the medication if it's needed. And then there's the fourth is the body, physical body. Fifth is the mind. The sixth is the breathing. So these are 6 areas of concern in the ancient, and for thousands of years people know that. Okay. So can mind solve everything? Well, let me show you one thing, which is, mostly when people talk about this meditation is Buddhist, it sounds like it's kind of magic and so forth. Let me share with you one thing, okay? And then you will know, okay? And first of all, I would like to thank for the community which draw this out, so that to let people learn meditation, learn about Buddhism, okay? So over here, you read this. You can read this, okay? You can read this, okay? Yeah, you can read this. This is Buddha. Okay? So here he said that Siddhartha, which is the Buddha, practiced various forms of meditation and so forth. And then one day, while meditating alone, he fainted, exhausted by the ascetic practice, which is not eating. He reduced his eating more and more until he ate nothing at all. Okay? Read that. Okay? So meaning that the Buddha, okay, the Buddha who taught the samatha and vipassana, and right now somebody create this the mindfulness, this Buddhist meditation stuff. The Buddha who taught it, he cut down his eating, and then one day while meditation alone, he fainted, exhausted by his practice. Okay, and then there is a shepherd boy who, okay, you can see this. So the serpent boy with goat walked by, and then this boy feed the Buddha some warm goat milk. Okay, and then the Siddhartha regained consciousness and began to feel better. Okay, and then you can hear the story that he took a meal from this girl named Sujata. Okay, so Sujata offered Siddhartha some delicious milk rice porridge. Okay, you can find out in the website on how Buddha ate before he get enlightenment, sitting under the Bodhi tree. So are you going to tell me that the mind solves everything? When you're facing this thing, the first thing of the 6 area concern is the diet. One of the diet. Okay, obviously Buddha has to eat it. If not, Buddha get fainted. There's no Buddha in this world. And if you look at the teaching of Zhi, the monk, Buddhist monk Zhi, 1,500 years ago, the writing Xiao Zhi Guan, the junior or the introductions of Samatha and Vipassana, he talked about that too. Okay, one that is eating your diet is a part of which one need to regulate, including the resting. Okay. So are we going to buy that myth of meditations? Now, another thing I like to share also. If you go up to the website and check this, Eka Gata, okay, then you will find that they call it 1 pointedness or concentration. Okay, so Ekaggata, okay, this is a Buddhist term. You will call it, the translation will be 1 pointedness or concentrations. Is that true? Is it true there's about this mind concentrations and 1 pointedness? It's absolutely not. So, am I saying so? Or what is the proof? Well, you know what? Go check out Yoga Tara Bhumi, the Sastra. The Sastra, very important Sastra, or the thesis of Buddhism. Okay, core when you talk about Samatha and Vipassana and all the state toward the enlightenment. It is not this. It is not the just the mind. It is the entire 4 core elements. Okay. So it is the entire 4 core elements. So Ekaggata, it is a state of the 4 core elements, which is a state in here. This is awareness, this is calmness. So this ekaggata is a state here, which is get into the samadhi, a state of the entire human mind body energy. It is not a thinking. Okay, it's not a thinking or a mind, those kind of stuff. It's not just mind, it's just the entire thing. Okay, so in other words, it's like say this is the physical, this is the mind, this is the breathing, and this is the energy neural. So the ekaggata or one-pointedness is not about mind here, it's the entire thing, a state of the entire things. And one need to get there. It's not just I think about it, I concentrate with my mind. It's not. So check into the Yogacara Bhumi. Okay, we just cannot trust people who just made up things, okay, and claim to be scholar or pioneer in this field. Go check out what exactly those ancient teachings about. Okay, that's my view. Okay, now, so one other thing I like to share with you. In the Buddhist Sutra, the Buddhist Sutra, in Chinese there is a term called 受持. Okay, so when after the Buddha speak the Dharma or the method, the technology, then the disciples say, okay, Buddha, I will 受持, Chinese. So what is 受持? So mean experience. Experience. 持 mean whole. So 受持 meaning when the Buddha teach, one experience what the Buddha teach or what the Buddha taught. And because they experience it, they can get into that state. They be able to hold on that practice. It is not philosophy, okay? Or one-pointedness of mind. Oh, that means concentrations. What the heck are you talking about? So many people don't read the Buddhism Sutra. They just read it like a philosophy and then just going through it. They do not actually digest what exactly the Buddha, the Buddhism Sutra say. And inside there is always that. Okay, when the Buddha have a teaching and assembly, then the teacher, the student at the end of it will say, "Sir, I experienced this, okay? And then I will hold on to this practice." It's not philosophical. It's not just in the mind layer, you're thinking, okay? Exchange ideas. That's why those exchange ideas and those, I name it as a star position, a star locations. Okay? I give it a name called star locations. While the Buddha and the scientist is going to this path with the calmness and experiment and reality, then one just go into their mind and have a different type of thinking. Okay? So one need to be careful, okay? So meditations or different type of art, healing art and so forth, different type of art, they always need to have an experience transfer. The job of that teacher is to transfer the experience, and only the student have the experience verified, he can hold on and practice it. Otherwise, what is it? We cannot, how can one practice something like called meditations and nobody know what is the experience and nobody can verify what is the experience? And how can one hold on to it? If you don't experience transfer, it doesn't make sense. That's why this is, again, I say that for in general today, meditation is a myth. And it is a selling. One doesn't even know what is one selling. One just want to sell. Okay? So that is thing. And then I'd like to share with you on this so-called the peacefulness. Okay? The feeling or the sensation of the peace and the light and so forth. Now, again, we need this awareness. Okay, this is calmness. So the calmness, awareness, we need this. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now go far away. This is a samadhi. Say this is samadhi state. -1, -2, -3. This is breakdown already. Okay, in chaos. This is start the beginning to chaos, uncontrollable here. So if we talk about the sensation of light and peaceful, the light and peaceful over all this calmness state are different. Okay, they are different. And when you start to go into the negative direction, this is called, you will feel heavy. And you don't feel peace, you just feel something is like agitated and something like that. So that's why when I map it with the HRV, heart rate variability, stress level, like this is 50%, this is 25%, this is the 75%, this 100%. You can feel it. When it gets to 75 to 100, you can feel your body is heavy and agitated. Okay, so scientifically we can identify that. Okay, we can measure that. And the light and peace actually is going this way. Okay, and also we need to know that this is based on. So this is light and peace is the light feeling and the peace is a functions of calmness. So based on different type of calmness, you have different light and peace. Okay, that's what it is. Okay. And it is such that the deeper your calmness, the better you can handle your 4 core elements. And then if you want to talk about qigong and so forth, is actually you need to reach a certain calmness in order to have a better effect or effective handling of the body. Okay, and usually if we say, for example, if we practice Tai Chi, you know, the Tai Chi solo, or what we call the moving meditations, the classic of the Tai Chi, it will say every move, it is agile and light. You need to have in this state the level 2 calmness. So whatever the Tai Chi classic, the Tai Chi Chuan classic, okay, Chuan classic, 张三丰全诀，所以一举动这周身轻灵，游戏贯穿。Okay, meaning that every move is agile and light. It is at the state 2 of calmness. So it is not like why everybody, you know, just memorize that the Tai Chi classic, or this is a solo energy work, and this is moving meditations. It is very specific, actually telling one how much calmness is needed to get this state. Okay, or the beginning of that state. Okay. So that is a measurable, quantizable milestone we know today. Okay. Now, if you want to talk about the speaking of the untie the worry, or you know, this one is like over here. That's what I mentioned, that in order to handle the emotions, you need to get up here. Okay. So that is the reality. And then if you want to talk about the mind, the wisdom, or the sharp of the mind, then we can look at one thing, or the ability to dissolve problem, worries, okay, and or the have a high EQ. The same with this thing. And by the way, what I'm going to tell you is you can read the Yoga Chara Bhumi, okay? I didn't make it up, okay? Now, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and say this is the one-pointedness state here, or some samadhi state here, okay? Now, people with this say the calmness of one will get the awareness of one, and then you can, if you practice the insight or just using the mind, it be able to solve this issue here. Okay. Now, if the person who have the calmness of 3 will have awareness of 3, and it be able to solve this issue. Okay. So if one have a 5, it be able to solve many issues. So does the small thing, the stuff here look like a big, the end of the world. For the guy here, you just look at that. There's a small issue. I can dissolve it, no problem. Okay. So that is the descriptions. Okay, in today's language, that we often heard about like Buddhist monk or Arhat or the Buddha, when they want to solve some issue, okay, they just enter into samadhi. They enter in the samadhi, and then they practice vipassana, and they solve the issue or untie the issue. That's what they do. Okay. So all this is like this. The intelligence, the EQ, and so forth is all based on the state of the level of calmness. Okay, if you are in the using the mind, okay, the thinking in the level 1 versus the 3 is far away different. Okay, it is based on calmness. So we know that intelligence, okay, you can summarize, is actually a function of calmness. Or your EQ is a function of calmness. Okay? So if we say that, you know, over here, like today in general, many so-called mindfulness practice, I say many, not all, okay? Many, is keeping telling people, oh, you aware of this sensation, practice mindfulness is aware of this sensation, ask the questions, why is this? Well, you know, if that is a small issue and which is require only a very small amount of calmness, well, you can do that, okay? You're aware of your body, and then you ask, you know, why do I do that? Okay, if the issue is very small, you can do that. However, over here, one don't even aware of one's 4 core elements. How is that really called mindfulness? Well, the guy who in this Ekaggata, the what do you call it, the one-pointedness state is up here. That is be able to sense aware and monitor, and then asking and solving a lot of questions, which is people here don't even be able to imagine what it is. It's just like a small a kindergarten. How can they imagine how the professor of the physics in the physics department solving those physics problem? You can, okay? So all this mindfulness stuff is actually a function of calmness. The intelligence is a function of calmness, and the EQ is a function of calmness. If this calmness development is not solved, how are we going to get anywhere? We can keep saying that we want to aware and asking questions, practice this, but you simply cannot solve the issue. We just need to have this level or this level. You cannot solve it. Okay. So this is the reality of the solving problem, the EQ so far. Okay. Calmness, bottom line. Now, with this, okay, is actually the lightness. Now we talk about the lightness, the light, and the light and the peaceful sensations, and then the EQ, the intelligence, the level, and thus the energy level. They are in parallel. Okay, that's why we need this calmness awareness map. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you know that the intelligence is based on calmness, or your mindfulness is based on calmness, your light of the body and the peaceful is based on calmness. Let's go there. Now we're going to talk about the energy. It's also based on calmness. Okay, the energy. Now, when one be able to deal with this, okay, meaning that when the calmness getting more and more advanced level, one be able to deal with the stress, okay, stress better. So one actually, because of one stress, the level of stress getting down daily, okay, stress getting down daily, because one have this capability, you know, this growing, proceeding, progressing. So because of the stress going down daily, stress, then the energy is going up. Proportion to the calmness. So stress going down proportion to the calmness, and energy going up proportional to the calmness. Okay? So I want to show you something. Remember, I'm talking about this energy, this what do you call it, the stress level, okay, in the Garmin Vivio 3, okay. Okay, you read this, okay. So you see the blue is the rest, and then this is the more stress, and then this is rest. This is the entire day. This is the sleep time. This is at sleep time. This is taking the rest, okay, or feel better. Okay, now over here you say that over here over here, it said that you had many restful moments on this day. This will help you. This will help keep you energized. So okay, this is what it said. You had many restful moments on this day. This will help. This will help keep you energized. This will help keep you energized. Okay. So this is the sleeping time. You have a good restful sleep, and then the daily, this is the lunch time and so forth. So eating and so forth. So this is a high energy, okay, because you have a lot of energy that they energize, okay, as they say that keep you energized. Well, guess what? This is on vacation. Like if you stay in this type of place for a few days, you can expect that, okay? So because the calmness is not high, at here, but because of one go to a vacation, okay? So one can have energize the body, okay? Even one is not here, okay? One that energizes body. Now look at this. Say this is a typical day with the people who meditate, okay? The average is 33. You see this is a sleeping time. They have a good rest. The blue is rest. And then it get busy, okay? And all stress coming in, and then you have some blue here, relax some, and then this thing. And so over there, you see this? You read that? This is say you had enough restful moment on this day to balance out your stress reaction. So you have enough rest. Okay, and obviously because this is high, that means the calmness level is not advanced. So one still get into a pretty high stress. Okay, now if you look at this, you see this doesn't have enough sleep rest in the sleep time, and the entire day is busy or have a lot of things to do the entire day, okay? And if you read this, it says you had almost no restful moment on this day. Stress consumes your body's resources. If you are stressed for long periods of time, you may become exhausted. That means your energy going down, okay? Now, as you can see here, with the meditations, one be able to handle, so the stress is keep under the -1, or which is a 75%, okay? Still, this is the energy is low at that day. Now, if you living in this type of life for a long period of time, you can imagine what it's going to do with your body, mind, the breathing and energy neural, okay? Now, all this is like there's high stress, but people try to manage it with a good sleep, restful sleep. And then, over here, take some rest. If it's possible, go high right away, going down. Okay, which is even this go more than 75%. You see that? So this is how the handling of the stress or the handling of the energy. Okay. Now, when you go get the stress, is actually this is a -1. This is the stress. The stress is going high up here already, and the energy is going low here. This is the energy line. This is okay. So the calmer you are, the energy going higher. The more stress, the less stress. Okay, going down this way. The more stress is going out that way. It's all stress, and all this is proportional to the calmness, energy proportional to calmness. Okay? So the issue now is, if we talk about meditations, advanced meditations, the people who get more calmer and calmer, they have more energy. Okay? And one issue is, which is always the issue, is this. When one get to this three energy state, okay, fill their body with energy, sex is the one big problem over there, which is pulling people back. Sex, because their body is filled with energy, so they trigger their body mechanism and so forth. So that's why in the Buddhism, that is the sila, the precepts. Okay, so the proper practice, so that you know that when your energy is keeping increasing, the energy is keeping increasing, you need to take the precepts seriously, because that is to protect the leak of the energy, or the drain of the energy. Okay, and we can draw it with the calmness map this way. Calmness, awareness. So when the calmness is getting more and more advanced, okay, so the energy going up, okay, the calmness going up, okay, calmness means stability also, okay, and then the awareness, which is a function of the calmness going up, and then the insight, which is a function of calmness too, going up. So to practice precepts while practicing this meditations or Buddhism with sila is to guard one, so that one do not drain the energy or doing something wild. And the samatha, or the calmness practice, will become stillness, or will get into become samadhi. While the insight meditation based on the calmness level will turn into wisdom. So wisdom is also a function of calmness. Wisdom is not a philosophy. It's not how you think. Okay, it's not you stay in this level 1 state, or even level -1 to 1, and you keeping thinking something, some philosophy. That's called wisdom. That's not wisdom. So that's what the Buddhism teaching is about. And also, if people want to talk about, like in the Chinese qigong, there's a qi, there's a sen, as described here in the meditation matrix books, chapter 7, I think. Yeah, chapter 7, the handling of the qi. Okay, and then the shen and location and so forth. One need to know this, okay? And also, for practice qigong, meaning one need also this, so that one can track, this is energy, your energy dissipation and so forth, okay? So, that's why I bring in this thing, okay? That's why I map this thing. I map the what do you call it? The measurements of the wearable based on HRV, heart rate variability into the calmness. Okay, so this 100% or 100 here. This is a 75. This is 50. This is 25. So this is going towards 0. Okay. So one can see, okay, how this stress level, which is mapped now here to the into the level of calmness, and with this stress, you can see how you manage your energy. So when people say they practice qigong, they better have this kind of thing. Otherwise, what is the qigong? What is the energy handling? So this is to share with you today. I know there's many things there, but this is the facts. Unless we have this handle, how can we say that meditation can solve anything? How can we say that the qigong we practice doesn't mean anything? We need to bring it to the human life, and we live like that. For most of us here. Over here, it's a different story. They are monks. Okay? So this is to share with you today.